Now that small piece over there is one of the half of the umbrella. But now let's go for this, the umbrella. Anything that you have seen on Overlord is pretty much what you're gonna see on this figure. Now I haven't taken everything off, so I don't know if they have been paint mistakes or any type of deal like that. Now let's go with the best thing that it comes with, that is Shalltear. I don't know if she can stand on her own. It looks like she can, but let's try it on. Now this is one of the best things that I have seen so far. This figure stands on its own. You hardly see that happening. Like literally, this figure stands on her own. That is great. Like if you don't know how much this helps any type of collector. Let's say someone that wants to take pictures of her. She stands on her own. That's hardly something that you see. I don't know if she's gonna stand on her own with the umbrella on her, but so far without her umbrella, she stands on her own. Now I'm gonna do some close-ups so you guys can actually see here and look how pretty she looks. Now what I think it lacks something on is, as you can see, that ribbon over there. It's like kind of like a ribbon or something like that. Now the coloring on that is really off. It has some black, kind of pinkish. It's so awful. It looks awful. It looks out of place. It doesn't look great. Now her dress, on the other hand, it looks pretty. Like it looks matte. It doesn't have the something that makes it pop. Everything about her is matte colors. It's like everything is gonna be off. Everything is gonna be without shine. That's how she probably they intend her to do that way because of the umbrella. Now the umbrella has the same color as her dress. So I think what they did is they prefer went with the matte colors instead of going with something more shiny, and they went shiny on the umbrella so they can have like a contrast on the figure. Now, do I think that was a right choice to do? I think it was. Like I said before, I think the only problem that I have with her is the ribbon. Like the ribbon is something that I highly think that they should have done something more with it. It's not completely matte. It has some shine into it, but as you can see, it just looks like a tongue, like something like kind of like a monster tried to come out of it. It doesn't look great. Now the umbrella on the other hand, we're gonna be putting the umbrella on her so we could see how she looks with the umbrella on. But like I said before, she looks a little bit off, but probably with the umbrella it's gonna change. So let's try that. Okay, now with the figure on, the umbrella on, it can actually maintain its stability. It's not that bad. I thought it was going to be worse, but actually it's pretty good. So it looks good. That's a good thing. Now it can still stand on its own, so that's a good thing as well. She looks pretty. I think something that people will talk about, and I also think that's a good a bad thing about this figure is the hands. The hands are not that great. The hands look a little off. They look too plasticky. They don't look that alive. And the bottom, I think they really did bad on the bottom. And I will show you guys before I put the base on, because with the base on, you pretty much are not gonna see it. And I think that's how they think about this figure and how they went about this figure. They were like, well, no one is really gonna see what is on the bottom or what's inside the dress, because who does that, right? So I think they went really bad on there. Now, as you can see here, I mean, I don't know if that's gonna cancel me, but as you can see, have you seen the socks, the shoes? It's just bad painting, bad. This is so bad. And I cannot show you the shoes well enough. Let's see. I want to do something here so I can show you the shoes. That is bad. That is really bad. And this is the inside of the dress. I don't know if that's gonna be bad for YouTube though. Now, when you're handling the base, you should handle it with gloves, because it is clear. So I suggest that you use a glove, just because it's just like you handling glass, okay?